Okay, does anybody have time now? Does anybody have time now? Can you hear me now? Yay! Yeah, I just have to figure out what's going on with Facebook. PCal's helping me with the sound check right now. We hear you, buddy. Where do you think you're going? Yeah, but can you take that up top, please? Come on, climb up a bit. There. Is that what you wanted? Oh, did you drop it unintentionally? I know, Matt. It's so hard to be a bird. Yeah, it is pretty tough. It is pretty tough. Can I move you here? Move you here a bit? Yeah. There we go. Let's try that. Good. Okay. I don't want the blinds in reach. No. Are you not happy with that block? How about this block? No? Got another block here too. Don't throw it. Did you want a narrower block? You know what, I think he might want a narrower block. Let me just see if that's what he wants. Can I touch his skinny? Climb back up, honey. Climb up. Climb up. Okay, I got another one for you. You gotta climb up for it. Gotta climb up. Gotta climb up. Gotta climb, gotta climb, gotta climb up. That's right. That better? What do you want then? If you didn't want that block. You want the little bits? Well, climb back up, please. Climb back up, please. Here, you want me to make you an eggie? Would you like a snack while you're waiting? And that was a no. Would you like an eggie? Let me show you what I can do. Is that awesome? Would you like me to make you some eggies in this? And put eggies in here? Okay. I think that's what he wants. He had a big breakfast already. No, Max. I know. Fork. Let's give this on Max. Good job. Let's put it in the microwave. Are you supervising carefully? All right, you supervise me. Tell me if I'm doing it right. What do you think? Yeah? Okay, I'm going to come back to comments now that we've got everything solved. Yeah, it took me a few minutes to get going this morning. My computer decided it wanted to stall out and needed a restart. But we're here. Tango! Tango says, this morning he's eats with Moses, the guy with his dad who has horses. I buy him some gum, but he knows he's dumb. Gonna get some pancakes and froze it. Yeah. Thank you, Tango. And it's your first sticker from Go Kiwi. Go Kiwi sent a $2 super sticker with a question. Asking, should I get a cockatoo or African gray? Magic 8 Ball says no. Seriously, all birds are a lot of work. And before you make the decision to get one, it's super, super important. Can you climb up, please, Max? Are you going to stay down there? You need me to change this? Okay, hang on. I'm just going to go down with the camera. There. Max, will go to the camera. The camera will go to Max. Hey, Cal, I'm trying to talk. I've got a question to answer for somebody. Here, what's this? What's this? Oh, okay. You're going to go catch it. Good job. All right. Now, before you adopt any type of parrot, just be aware that they are an incredible amount of work. And it's not the kind of question that, you should enter into lightly. I mean, if you want to get married, that you can enter into lightly because it's easy to get a divorce. Your spouse will understand. But with a bird, a lot of time and thought into it. Don't just go out and treat them like a commodity that can be bought at the store. Each bird has a different personality. And not just each species. I mean, grays and cockatoos are going to be completely different. But Pico, our gray, is completely different than our friend Gray Morango, or our friend Einstein, the talking Texan parrot, or, you know, every bird is an individual. Max and Mango completely different from each other. You know, you never would have thought that Max was a common, but here we are. So, you know, don't just assume it's about species. It's also about individual. You know, think about your lifestyle. Do you have the time to, oopsies, that was not what I wanted to do. Did I tighten that? I tightened that. Max, you've been making a mess all day. Let's see. Okay, now we're going to move the light up to a good height. So, come on, Mr. Light. Believe it or not, my ring light right now is set at 100. It's supposed to have a light of 5,000 suns. This ring light needs replacing. Oh, well, that's okay. I know, Max. I know we try to get the lighting right, but it does not always happen. So, Max, did you hear that I made you some eggies? Yeah, but what I was saying is just pay a lot of attention before you adopt, and do research. Our friends over at Short SOS have great videos talking about what you need to know before you adopt any bird. You know, the impact it's going to have on your lifestyle, what you need to accommodate for that bird. My egg's not cooking. Right, Max, we're going to put it in again. Yeah, this microwave sometimes does that. Put food in, it spins around, food comes out looking kind of cool. So let's try it again, Max. We'll get you that eggie yet. Because you can't have it raw. I know. Your brother's being noisy too. All right, let's see if that caught. That's hot. That's hot. All right. Right, next. Bring this over and let it cool. Let it cool, let it cool. Let it cool, cool, cool. I know, Max, it's so tough to be a bird, isn't it? It sure is. It sure is. So we've got, I know, Max. You know what? I'm going to flip that curtain around the other way. Just give me 1 second here. Okay, let's see if that's going to help anything. There. Is that going to help at all? Oh yeah, that helped a lot. That helped a lot. You did close that the wrong way this morning. Now we got better lighting on you, honey. So Max, would you like some eggies this morning? The bad news, I don't have any eggie cones. I know. I know. But I've got some good news. I went shopping looking for some goodies for Easter, and I'm going to show you one of those goodies early. Look what I found for bathroom cups. I found the ones with little hearts on them. Those ones are pretty special. Normally we get the ones with just plain designs, but we managed to find the ones with really cool hearts. So let's open up those. Okay, let's open that box. Yeah, now we go through a lot of cups. But we got lots right now, honey. We got a few months worth. I only got the hearts because they look so pretty. It's much harder to open these days. There we go. I know, Max. I'm going to show you how pretty these are. Yeah, and then I'm going to put this box in there. We'll compare these to your usual cups. So it's the same type of cup. I mean, it's still a Dixie cup. It's just a much prettier print on it. So there we go. You got your choice of cups. And we're going to put eggies in those. But yeah, isn't that heart cup pretty? Yeah. Sorry, Tico. You gotta wait. You gotta wait. Mom's got to dish up the eggies. Yeah. Yeah, things like eggies are an occasional treat. We don't get them every day. Cat, Max, up please. You want some eggies? You better climb up. Climb up. Climb up if you want eggies. Up, up. Okay. Well, if you don't want eggies, that's okay. Don't have to have any. Just blowing on this, let it cool. You want eggies? I got eggies. Come on up. You want eggies? Climb up. You know how to climb. Are you going to climb or do I have to come down there? Climb up. There we come. With a little nibble while they're cooling. This. You don't want any? Okay, next. I got a cup of eggies for you. Want to eat eggies in a cup? I'm going to walk around here. I got the light in on angle. There we go. I'm just going to get everybody's before I play hop the chord. Would you like one? Eggies. Eggies in a cup. Good job. Hi. Who else wants some eggies? I got eggies for you, honey. I got eggies. Got eggies. Never forget them. Those good? Sure. Eggie? I thought you might say yes to that. Good job. Okay, we just distributed eggies in our cup. Rotate you around a little bit, okay, here? There. How's that for a look? That's a pretty look. Okay. Got a good foraging toy. Treats in a toy. You gotta work at the paper. Such a pretty cup, honey. Good job, Max. Good job. You're doing so good, honey. Yeah, such a fun foraging toy though, eh? Quite tasty. Fun to chew on. Yeah, so I'm just going to catch up here on some stuff. Oh my goodness, Tango! Tango gifted 5 memberships. My goodness, thank you so much for that, Tango. Memberships are on YouTube, and they're a way that you can support the channel. Memberships give you a few perks. You get access to some really cool emojis for comments, and if somebody can toss those up in the chat, that would be great. We've got some really fun stuff there. You get early access to our daily Monday to Friday videos, ones that usually come out at 8:30 a.m. Reels and everything else are still as they come, but early access to any of our regular length videos. You also get some behind the scenes photos, some extra community posts and whatnot, and our appreciation. So we appreciate you, but you know, you can also support the channel just by liking, by commenting, by watching videos, sharing videos, and being here. If you're on Facebook, yes, we do have a subscribers channel on Facebook as well. It gets a little bit of extra content. If you want to see something extra on there, let me know what you want to see. It's a little bit of an insider's club. I know. Oh, Bird Love's not feeling well. I'm sorry to hear that. John asks, does Max eat sunflower seeds? Yes. Should he? Not too often. Sunflower seeds are very fatty and not super, super healthy. They get some as a treat. Tico and Tikal absolutely love them, and they get them in foraging toys to play with. But they don't get them too often. Hey, Peter. Bok Bok, French Paul. Cheryl says her mini viewer is working now. Acorns, John, we don't have any safe acorns around here that are without pesticide that we can feed Max, but acorns make fun for foraging, but you have to make sure that they, you know, have not been treated by pesticide, etc. So yeah, so no acorns. Yeah, we've got reminders here to beat that like button, please do. Hi, Karen. Yeah. Yeah, when Tango or anybody gets memberships, they're very random who they go to, and you don't have the ability to choose who they go to. It's just a gift, and it is random who it goes to. But Facebook says it's somebody who's online, and hopefully it's somebody who's watching our content or interacting with our content. So I've noticed a lot of folks who've gotten, I just lost my comments again. A lot of folks who have gotten gifted memberships have been really, really engaged with them, which is super, super fun. So yeah, we appreciate you, Tango. Hi, Barbara. Barbara says she's not getting hardly any notifications in the last 2 months and does not know why. If you want to make sure you're getting notifications, folks, make sure you subscribe to the channel. So just hit that subscribe, and then there's a little bell icon. Hit the bell and say you want to see notifications. You can also add us to your calendar. We live stream every Saturday at 11 a.m. Mountain Standard Time. Right now, if you're watching us live, it's 11:32 Mountain Standard Time. If you are in Eastern Time, it would be 1 o'clock Eastern Time. Pacific Time would be 10 o'clock a.m. And I'm going to let you figure out the rest, but if you don't know what time we stream, just go to Google and ask Google 10 a.m. Mountain Standard Time and enter where you live, and Google will tell you what time we stream. It'll do the math for you. You dropped your cup. Would you like a little bit more eggy in your cup? Big cup. Take. Oh, there you go. I love these cups. They are so much fun for foraging. They really, really are. I'm just going to wash my hands. And I know I may have missed some comments, and I need to go to the computer to scroll back to that, so that's why I'm washing my hands. So I'm not getting anything on the computer. Yeah. Yeah. So big thank you to Raising Cane, who is our moderator, who's online, helping keep an eye on questions, helping keep any trolls in line. We do occasionally get some of those. We don't like our trolls, but we will keep them down. We'll keep this a respectful, safe space for everybody. Oh my goodness! Sylvia says it's 100 stars on Facebook. Renee's saying they love the live streams, but they're hard to hear despite sound being up to the maximum. Is anybody else on Facebook having sound issues? Oh, you got a tree today. How's that? Fun, Angie. Fun. Yeah, those heart cups are super cute. Yeah, we usually just buy whatever we can get. One time we actually ordered online because we wanted the kids' designs, and they turned around and substituted the regular boring designs. And I thought, well, that was no fun. Hi, Regina. Linda's here. Linda sent us 200 stars. Thank you, Linda. Hi, Jennifer. Jennifer's joining us from the UK. Charles is here. Charles and Val, special shout out to them. They are Mango's original Pips and Pops. And Mango right now is just sitting quietly. He had a big breakfast. Mango decided that he wanted to eat breakfast off of a spoon today, and he really enjoyed himself. And he just loves being babied. Yeah, it's been a hard week on the entire flock. We've had construction happening outside, and that means lots of people, lots of banging. Mango got a little bit startled when there was a bit too much banging, and bless his little heart, he actually was out of the cage and he went and he hid underneath T-Cal's cage. Now, T-Cal was not too happy about that. Mango was not too happy either because he said, hey, there might be a parrot-eating monster outside. I don't know what's going on. And to be fair, it was kind of loud. They were dropping stuff down into a trailer to haul off to the garbage. So, I mean, it was kind of loud. I don't blame them at all for being a little upset by that. You want some more? Are you done? Yeah, Max is full. They had a big breakfast today. Yeah, but Mango this morning, he wanted to be babied. Spoon feed. Yes. Hi, honey. Would you like some of this? Would you like some more of this? Come on. Take the beak. Yeah, you can do it. Use your foot. Think about physics, Tico. Yeah. Oh my goodness, Max. Yeah, Max is pretty calm today. Siren's outside. The whole flock's pretty calm today, which is great. Yeah, the flock has been getting lots of treats because of the noise outside. Max really got upset when they first started setting up the scaffolding and everything. So we took him outside, and he's been out to watch and supervise multiple times. And that's actually helped him calm down a lot. When he knows that things are safe, when he knows that, did you want one? Up to you. Okay. When he knows things are safe, when he knows what's going on, he's quite happy. And, you know, both him and Mango were just screaming at the top of their lungs. And I finally, so I took Max outside. I tried to cuddle Mango. Mango was just, he was too upset because Max was going off too. So I took Max outside to see what was going on, and I showed him the construction, and then we went back inside. And then Max explained it to Mango, and Mango quieted right down, and the two boys were quite happy, and Mango was ready for treats. So it's so much fun having multiple flock members. And, I knew with Max screaming, Mango was not going to quiet down. And I knew the only way to get Max to hush was to show him what was going on. So I just popped him into his gear and took him out. Got a few videos of the construction. Do you want to see more videos of Max in the construction? Let me know in the comments if that's something you want to see more of. If it's something you like, we can do it. We had a really cool video on Friday of Max with Tyler. Tyler is project manager and site supervisor, so he's on site quite often. And he was really excited to meet Max. And yesterday we actually had Max out for a walk, and we were walking home, and I heard from one of the cars driving past, "Hi, Max!" And I glanced over, and sure enough, it was Tyler. So, Max, you got some big, big fans. But Tyler was featured in Friday's video, which is super, super fun. I always ask before featuring people in videos. Last weekend was great. We walked over to the skate park. We saw the playground. Max watched a couple of pickup games of basketball and soccer. If you're in Europe, we call that football. Here we call it soccer. We walked past the McDonald's. Max was super interested by the smells, and I said, "Sorry, buddy, we can't have any of those." Met a lot of people, checked out the people over by the ice cream shop, and Max made a few friends there. Max is just super, super popular. And then I got home, and was Tico annoyed with me. Tico just gave me heck. Now, why? When I went out, I always tell the birds when I'm going to be back. I say, "Hey, I'm going X." I'll tell them where I'm going, and I tell them how long I'm going to go. And I said, "I'm just going to take Max out for a quick walk. We'll be back in about 20 minutes, half an hour." Now, Tico knows what that means. So 2.5 hours later, when I got home, Tico just looked at me and just told me right off. And that, and I was kind of taken aback, but then I realized, yes, that was my fault. I did not realize until Max asked to keep walking that we were going on a long walk. Probably would have picked out better shoes had I realized it. But Tico's so good about telling time. Tico has even gotten mad at me when I've said, "Hey, I'll be back in 2 hours," and I've forgotten something, and I walk back in 15 minutes, and Tico just looks at me and says, "That's not right. That's not how we tell time." So he's always been really, really good at that. I don't get the sense that the other three birds can tell time, but they've got an idea of long versus short, and they are pretty good about settling if I go out. But Tico's the only bird that I've ever met that actually has time sense. And if I tell him that, I have a pumpkin and he can have it in half an hour, he'll calm down. He won't even say anything for half an hour, and then he'll start campaigning for that pumpkin because, "Hey, Mom, I'm watching the clock." So it's kind of cool. But he also knows what time it is to get up, despite what the light is outside. Actually, they all really know what time to get up. They don't rely on the sunlight so much. We really notice that when it's an overcast day, or occasionally with forest fires we'll have really, really heavy smoke and it's dark inside. The flock still knows what time they're supposed to get up. They still know what's going on. Hi, Mango. What you doing over there, honey? What you doing? Oh, you're having a nice little nap. Mango's been happy. This week we got him some parsnips. We made some nice brown rice. And we got him a big jar of nut nuts. He got cashews, which he loves. Yeah. So he's been having a pretty good week, too. I was catching up on comments over on Facebook. Let me head back over there and just see what we've got. Oh my goodness! Yeah, thank you again on Facebook for stars from Linda and Sylvia. Okay, so Linda says more construction videos, more construction of Max. Absolutely. Hey, one thing we've been doing a bit more of, and this is a little bit of an experiment, but we do our regular video each day. Max, where are you going, honey? Where are you going? We do our regular video, but we've been doing more shorts, which are sort of the vertical, shorter. You want to, how about we move this down, okay, hon? How's this? See if, I just have to check where I'm aimed. Where's the camera pointing? Nope, camera's not on you yet. There we go. Let's just take a quick peek over here. All right, you know who's that? Mango, taking a nap and having a nice little preen. Okay, bud. I'm just gonna go here. Whoa. Hey, Max. Way, there you go. Hey. Hey. Maybe I can go down a little further with this, huh? I actually shouldn't tighten that if I'm just gonna go down to the bottom. Okay, there we go. Yeah, you're making a mess of your little tray, bud. I'm gonna have to clean that again. Yeah, if you have birds, that's one thing you're constantly doing is cleaning. So Max, I don't know what you want right now, honey. Scritchies? Oh, you want scritchies. Yeah, so this week we went to Parrot Club, took Max there, and he had a great time. He did not appreciate the drive over, though. So a little bit awkward getting out of here to go to Parrot Club because so many roads are closed due to construction. We had to wait for people to move barricades and to move vehicles to get the car out. And once we did that, on the way down, you know, we were driving on relatively slow streets, but even so, we had somebody's kid, just a little toddler, come flying out between a couple of parked cars. The parent was right behind the toddler, and I had to smack those brakes pretty hard. And Max usually hangs on to his carrier when he is traveling. Well, he didn't have a very good grip, and he ended up going over tea kettle inside the carrier. I'm sorry, Max, but, you know, we had to panic stop, and I know I did not give you any warning about that. Rest of the ride, he held on quite tight to the carrier. Don't blame him, but he was not expecting that. He got some feathers ruffled, but he was perfectly fine. Right, Max? Yeah. You know, and the kid's parent was right behind them. Like, the kid was just on this little bike thing, and the kid's parent just came flying out and just had the look of horror on their face. So, you know, it happens. Normally you see the ball bounce out before the kid runs out. But, yeah, you know, we were paying attention, right, Max? Yeah? But he did not appreciate that. And then on the way home, he took a couple of minutes to decide if he wanted to get inside the carrier. He said, Mom, last time the carrier tried to beat me up. But he was fine, and he had fun. I mean, he saw his friends at Parrot Club. Robin was there. Tom was there. He had a really cool surprise. And I can't show you it until Easter. But our friend Sandy was there from Parrot Trends, and she had an Easter basket of all things for Max that Sherry had arranged with her. And, you know, Parrot Trends is fantastic that way. Sandy actually checked with me before club and said, are you going this week? And I was able to go because I normally have a conflict, and that conflict was canceled this week. So I was able to go to Parrot Club with Max, and he was super happy about that. But, you know, she messaged me to check and said, I've got something for you. And that was super cool. But she said, if you can't make it, that's fine. I'll drop it off before Easter. And Sandy will do that. I mean, she knows where I live. And although she's outside of Calgary, she's in Calgary multiple times a week. And we're relatively close to her normal path. And she'll just drop things off in person, and that, you know, just so cool. But she gives such good service, too. For our friend Sherry, she even came up with a basket, and I'm dying to show you this, but I've got to save it. Next Saturday, folks, mark your calendars for next Saturday, we've got an Easter party with Max. And I've already got some goodies for the Easter party. Max, we've got some plans. We've got, oops, I gotta move this up. Sorry, folks. I know, but his back feathers are quite pretty, aren't they? We've got some plans. We've got decorations. We've got some Easter plant toys. We've got gifts. You know, so yeah, Easter's gonna be fun, Max. And we're going to be doing some of our Easter content this week. So keep an eye on posts. If you're on YouTube, there's something called a community tab where we can do posts. Check that out and pay close attention to it this week, because we're going to share some of our previous year Easter videos, and some of them are pretty special. Some of them feature artwork from our friend Connie. Some have collaborations with our friend Lori. Max, have you ever seen Max wearing his Easter hoodie? Yeah? Yeah? So we've got that. You know, we've got a lot of fun stuff. And if you're new to our channel, I'm going to tell you that I do a little extra when it comes to the holidays. Our holiday special videos, I spend hours on them. And I do mean hours. And what happens with those videos, I tend to do a little bit of poetry, we do a little bit of fun, we tell a little bit of a story, and yeah, you know, it's not everybody's cup of tea. I get that. We do it for the holidays and we're back to our normal scheduled content. So if you don't like the specials, skip that video and know that we'll be back to normal. But if you do like the specials, I'm going to be sharing out an Easter playlist that has some of our Easter content from previous years. I'm going to be highlighting some of our favorite videos. And let's just get into that Easter mood. I mean, it is fun, isn't it, Max? Yeah. You got a feather sitting on your eye there, kind of funny, honey. Yeah, blink hard, blink hard. Yeah. I'm going to give a rub here. Oh, there we go. Yeah, we don't need feathers in the eye. I know. And you ate so much today, didn't you? And you got new feathers coming in? I know, honey. Your brother's having a good preen. Told him it's his turn next. Yeah. Max has decided he wants to hang out low on his perch today. For years, he only wanted the top level of it. Now he's adopted the bottom level as well, and that's perfectly fine. He can turn around if and when he chooses to. It is up to him. I'm just going to wash my hands. You're covered in powder, Max. Yes, covered in powder. And then I'm going to go back and see what other comments I've missed. Oh my goodness. Okay, so, yeah, and on Facebook we'll share out some of the videos as well. It's always easier to find videos on YouTube. So you'll get some YouTube links. Please follow them. Please go check it out. Yeah, Linda's saying that she absolutely loves the shirt that Robin had on in the post. Yeah, it was super cute. You know what, folks, I'm going to do? I am going to ask Robin where she got it and see if she can point us to it. The original artist. The heck did I do here? There we go. And up. And tighten. And up. Mango. Yeah, mango's still hanging out there. It looks darker than it is in the living room because I've got this big, big light on Max right now. You can see Mango just having a nice preen. Yeah, that's preen time. Mango's not as big of a fan of Max of the camera and streaming and whatnot. And Mango tends to run around like a mad child. You know, he gets super excited, which is fun. I mean, don't get me wrong. Every bird is totally different, and it's oh so much fun to realize that. You know, just realizing how different the boys are. Mango's being ultra good right now, quiet while we're streaming. And part of that is because he knows he's going to get all of the attention in the world as soon as we are finished. Then it's his turn. So, yeah. So the shirt that Robin had on in that post, do I have any artists in the flock or people with artistic ideas? I'd love to do that type of video or that type of shirt with our flock. And I'd love some ideas on how to even implement that. If you're an artist and you've got an idea for that, or if you've got an idea for any shirts or merch, let me know. MaxTheMoluccan.com, there's a contact form there. On Facebook, you can just send us a message on our page. Yeah. Yeah, no, Mango's an absolute sweetie. Yeah, and he just hangs out calmly while we're streaming. Not always, but today he's being pretty calm. And I absolutely love that. I really, really do. Now, I know I missed some comments on YouTube, so I'm going to scroll back. Max, what are you doing? Hey, Max, are you going to climb again? Are you going to climb down again, honey? Are you going to pick something up? Are you going to climb back up? Or should I get up and move things? Okay. What are you doing next? Do you want to climb up? We could play some games. You want to climb up and we'll play games? What you got? Okay, you climb up. That's right. Good boy. I love watching him climb. And he knows how to get up there. There he comes. Raising Keen says they're good at stick figures, but that's it. I often joke that my artistic skills are akin to an explosion at the toothpick factory. But I mean, I can put some things together. One thing that inspired me, I can do some computer art, and that's sort of where my fun bits are. One thing that really inspired me was that video that we did with Max and his hoodies. And this is the same video that got us featured on Newsweek. But we had a little bit of fun, and we did just a fun mock-up of, you can't chew on that, honey. No, it's not for you. We're not selling beef magnets, honey. No. But it's a little Vogue magnet. I'm just going to put my hand here, and I'm going to hope that I'm in frame. But it basically just a fun little mock-up of a magazine cover featuring Max in his Burberry hoodie and just a Vogue one. And this one is a fridge magnet. And those fridge magnets, oh my goodness, we sold out. So we actually did a restock of them, and we have additional stock. And for the first people who order the Vogue magnets, we've got a little bonus to include in. I'm going to just say it's a surprise. I know a couple of folks in chat have ordered them and have seen the surprise. And the little minis, they are so much fun. But you've got to order if you want to see that. We have lots of fun Max merch. We've got some new merch in the store, including some full color printed coasters. They're a heavy coaster board, so they're similar to sort of almost a bar coaster, so they do absorb moisture really, really nicely, but they stand up incredibly well. Before offering them out, we actually got a couple in as test, and we ran it through the ringer, and oh gosh, they stand up super, super well. And we've got those available in singles, 4s, or 8s. If you are ordering a single, and if you are overseas or in the U.S. and that's all that you're ordering, we can ship it for cheaper. If you're ordering multiple items, we do have to use small packets to ship. But if you're just ordering one coaster, we can do letter mail with it. So you'll find that Etsy is going to calculate it out as if it's a small packet, and the reason for that is we simply cannot afford to cover the cost of shipping for our products. To save you money, we don't elevate the cost of products and add shipping into each and every one. You can buy as many products as you want, and we will amalgamate shipping and get you the best price there. But if you want a coaster and you're thinking, ooh, shipping might be a little bit expensive and you only want one, you can still order on Etsy. If there's just a single coaster, message us. We can set it up so it goes out first class letter mail rather than out via small packets. So that's something I can offer up just a little bit cheaper for shipping. But if you're after max merch and you want something that's inexpensive to ship, look at our fridge magnets, look at our stickers. Those all can go flat. Anything dimensional like our keychains, our acrylic pins, notebooks, bookmarks. What else do we have? Necklaces. We've got a lot of fun stuff. We've got a collection of fridge poetry. I don't have any downstairs, but they are super fun. It comes in a little tin. You can play with it in the tin or on the fridge or any magnetic surface. Comes with 2 full-size magnets of the flock, a number of little words that from different members of the flock, and a little heart magnet. So we just sort of have a little bit of fun in there, and it's packaged in a really, really nice silver plain tin. So super, super fun. That's available, and that goes small pack as well. So basically anything that does not fit in a card envelope, we do need to send out as a small packet. But we do save you shipping as much as possible, right, folks? Yeah, Max. Yeah. We're busy taking a look into sourcing some additional shirts to ship direct from our Etsy store. We do have a few in stock here, but not a lot, so we're trying to find a local supplier who can pull them fairly quickly so we can save you on shipping. So that's going to be an option coming up as well. We're just not quite sure what that looks like, but if you are looking for a Max shirt, we've got some in stock right now, and they are kind of fun. So yeah, so lots and lots of fun. Oh, Raising Cane says the packaging is also really cute. Has Max on them. I keep all of mine. Yeah, that's for small packets, and we've got some really, really cool padded envelopes. And it's always based on stock, first come, first serve. If we run out of our Max padded, they'll ship in plain. But if you don't want it shipped in a Max padded envelope, let us know. We can ship it in plain. Oh, that's a fun toy, Max. That's fantastic. Max, do you want to play catch? Do you want to climb up and play catch? Or you want to play with that toy? Okay, you want to play with that toy. All right, let's shift the camera over a little bit. There we go. Yeah, now you're back on camera, Max. Oh, so cute. So cute. Oh, Karen said, yes, I've received mine today and they're great. So glad, Karen. Yeah, we do ship from Calgary, and Max is helping clean off his little thing. He's been shredding a bunch of wood there, and it's Lego time. So it's time for me to stand up, hold the camera all the way up, and adjust the tripod. There we go. Is that fun Lego, honey? Fun Lego. I'm going to hop back into comments here in just a second. Have fun, buddy. Not just the best Lego ASMR ever. Oops. You dropped it, hon. You dropped it. Yeah, I just wanted to be quiet for a minute there while Max was chewing. Oh, Barbara sent us a super chat, $1.99. Thanks, Barbara. Thank you, thank you. Hey, Max, up please, up the up. I have Lego for you. I have some Lego. Oh. Is that fun? Is that fun, honey? Bird Love, yes, I have more Rogue Magnets in stock. They are in stock right now. I'm pretty sure that the Etsy store is showing that we have stock, but I do have more here. Yes, I do have more. I'm going to restock right after this. Yeah, Jocelyn's work is absolutely gorgeous. Jocelyn is an artist. She made an incredible t-shirt for us. We want to wear it outside to show it off on a walk with Max. And yeah, so much fun. That sounds like a sweetie, Cheryl. Oh yeah, Max's favorite holiday is Easter. Emily says, if Max and Q have seen each other recently, and how many dates for Max I've done? Well, Max and Q were not dating, we're just friends. We've not seen Q and Robin in quite a few years. I know, a different Robin. So yeah. Yeah, we have not seen her in quite a long time. Oh my goodness, Max. Now I'm just going to check here before playing with you, Max, see if I missed anything. Oh, Bird Love sent a super! $4.99 from Bird Love. I'm sorry, Bird Love, I just noticed it. I'm scrolling back. I did not mean to miss it. I love Max, Cal, Pico, and Mango. Oh my goodness, thank you so much. Yeah, I just like to scroll back sometimes to make sure I haven't missed out on anything. says they show in stock 11 carts. Awesome. Yeah, no, we do have them available, and we do have more here than we've got listed on Etsy right now. So we've got a couple of extra here. I always do that because that'll be the day I have somebody local ask me for something, and I'll grab it for them and not update Etsy, and then I'm out, and then I've got a problem. So I always save one off. You know, right now the one I've got saved off for the magnet is on my fridge, and you know, there's always an extra one that's not listed on Etsy for local, and then when I do run out on Etsy and I move that one in, I move it into a box that I know it's dedicated to Etsy. Yeah. But yeah, I've got that Vogue magnet downstairs right now on the fridge so I can remember to show it to everybody. Yeah, the flock's being pretty good right now. Max is 1 foot up and he's taking a little bit of a nap. Yeah. Oh, so much fun. So much fun. So I wanted to ask, yes, suffering from jet lag. East Europe and New York have a 7-hour time difference. They sure do. Yeah. Anytime I would travel overseas, I was always trying to make the most of my time, and I don't sleep well on flights. But I would get on a plane in Calgary, fly to the UK or England, and basically stay up until it was bedtime in the country I was in, and go to bed then. So I'd basically stay up for a day and a half, and I'd do the same thing coming back. It's tough on you, though. It's tough on you. You know, you do feel jet lagged, but I always found that was the best option, just to snap myself into local time and not miss out on anything. And I also frequently would not have extra time when I got back and have to go right back to work. And yeah. So Max, do you want to play catch? Do you want to play a game of catch? Just don't throw anything at Mango, okay? Next, before I start putting more toys up there, I'm just going to see if I've got some paper I can put down. There we go. So I noticed you got some Aki poop on your tray. You did a good job of not stepping in it, but I don't want you to toss any toys in it, okay? Toss. Oops. Well, there we go. That didn't work. Good catch. Yeah, those are fun. P-Cal loves the choo-choos. Ooh. Well, that was a tough one to catch. Yes. Good job. Good job. Bang. There's more poop down there, huh? I'm just going to get that one with the towel. Yeah. Before we go, up. I don't want you to step in that one. Hey, Max, up, please. Up. I'm going to pick up the toys. Come up, please. Touch. Sorry. Hey, don't throw the wooden blocks. We don't throw wooden blocks. They're too heavy. Ooh. How did that happen? I think you hit it with your beak funny. Good job. Well, how am I supposed to catch it over there? Well, I got Occasionally he'll throw something and drop it on my head when I'm laying down, and I thought he was about to play that game. Whee! Woo! Okay, play. Ding! Oops. Up tall, up tall, up tall. I'm hoping he's on screen, folks. It should check. Yeah. Oh, let's try that again. Let's shift over a little bit. There. Can I catch again? Okay. Good job. That didn't work. You're so clever, Max. Mango likes to play catch too. But Mango catches with his foot and just goes a little wild. Hi, Max. Can I catch, catch? Catch. Catch. Yay! Are there any toys up here? Up. That did not work well. I'm not going to make the baseball team at this rate, Max. I think you catch better than I do. I just bat things back and forth until I landed a hand. Oh, you like those, don't you? You look what I did! I found a monkey! Ooh, those monkeys are fun to catch. Remember the monkeys in the barrel from a few years ago? I found one of them. I'm going to put them right there. Hi. Oops. No monkeys hanging on my toys, Mom. Oh. Good catch. Well, I'm definitely not making that basketball team or baseball team anytime soon, honey. Everything you toss back at me, I'm throwing on the ground. Bump that up just a teeny bit more. How's that? Okay, just a fraction more. There we go. Oh, that one's dusty. That one's dusty. Ah, thank you. You like these, don't you? Okay. I'll hook that onto a couple of toys. It's kind of hard to hook. Yeah, only probably baby lynxes over time they get brittle. I've got to replace the ones in his car carrier. I got lots upstairs to take down. But he snapped one when he was pulling at it in the car carrier. What makes music? Yes, that was fun. That was fun, huh? unclip this guy too, okay? So we're going to have 3. Okay, those clip together as a threesome. Try to toss. Can you catch? Stand tall. How am I supposed to reach those over there, honey? Huh? Why'd you toss them out of reach? Good job, Max. Good job. Okay. I'm going to wash my hands and come back to comments. My goodness, Max. Yeah, Max loves to play games with me. Yep. Oh, the other thing I should mention, and I've not checked what's going on with these ones, but if you missed out on Mini Max, which was Max's plushies, I'm going to bring him over. Mini Max got a reversible hoodie. He can go orange on one side, purple on the other, and he is a stuffed Max. His bum tag even has Max's name, Max Mulliken, yeah, and they are limited edition. But Mini Max, and his hoodie is reversible into a purple. Not going to reverse it right now because Mini Max, I'm Team Orange today. But Mini Max was a special order, limited edition, and pre-order. Now, Gimme Swag always orders a couple of extra from the factory just in case there are any problems. After everything's been delivered and they're sure that there's no problems, they make the few extra that they order available as a bonus for anybody who missed out. So Mini Max is available as a bonus. He had 17 available when he was originally released as the bonus, and these are pre-made, ready to ship. He was down to 11 last week, and I know it's going to be much lower today. Once they're gone, they're gone. So if you want to get yourself a Mini Max, now's the time. Go to our website, www.maxthemulliken.com. You'll see a button there that talks about plush, or put a / plush, and it'll take you to a page that talks about them. You can see the video that we did of the original launch, which is oh so much fun. You can see more pictures of Mini Max, and you can see the link where to go to order from. And it is ordered directly from Gimme Swag. If you are on Facebook, send me a note in Messenger and I'll send you the link. I know, Facebook is harder to share links on sometimes. But yeah, so that one's shipped and fulfilled directly from Guinea Swag. But they've got those in stock. When they're gone, they're gone. And there were only 11 left last week. So if you missed out on Mini Max and you want to get one, now is the time. Will they be available after this? I'm going to tell you a little bit of a secret. We actually picked up a couple of Mini Max for raffling off for Parrot Rescue. And it'll be a while before we raffle those. But when they raffle, we expect them to raise a few $100s each for Parrot Rescue. Max, can you climb back up? Up. You climb up. 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 I got steps in your bowl. You go check your bowl. Well, what's this? Climb up and put it in. Climb up, honey. Oh, not that one. That one's covering poops. No, that's covering poops. Aki. Up. What I got? Come on up. Come on up. Up. No, Max, not. Max, that's covering poops. Aki. Climb up. Thank you, honey. Thank you. Okay. All right, you wait for a minute, Max. You wait. I'm just going to wipe that up, okay? Oh. There. Just because you wanted to throw all that paper on the ground. Aki. Flying toys. Oh, you found something to play with? Okay. Barbara and Max would like to come help you, quote, unquote, fold the laundry. He's very good at tossing it all on the floor for you. Sherry just looked, 8 left. Awesome, thanks, Sherry. Yeah, but next week, next Saturday is going to be our Easter party, so make sure you show up to that one. We're going to have lots of fun with that. Huge shout out and thank you to everybody who sent super stats and super stickers. Sorry, yes, Miss Glennis, I did. I need to respond to you on that. But yeah, we'll talk to everybody soon. Bok